Get the fuck out of here, yo.
This nigga like McDowell's.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga.
he call it
Oh
he calling
shit.
shit the big whack, my nigga. So this nigga laid this nigga down. So push past the bumper clock. So somebody showed me a video. Well, I had seen the video, but I ain't watched all of it. That when this nigga went down to Oklahoma, he had stopped in Texas. So the police had stopped him. They said he had like a rifle, a 9 millimeter weed residue. And they said when the police stopped him, the police asked him, yo, where you heading? He said, yeah, I'm heading to my mother, to Oklahoma. They killed my brother. I'm going to his funeral. So he was giving the police mad details. So basically, the homie, he went and tried to get like the interview and he couldn't get his hands on it. So I'm like, whoa, you can't get your hands on a nigga interview. This the nigga that talk about snitches all day. So what did he tell the police that day? That he was doing a whole interview. So I'm like, oh, this is interesting right here. So son, try to come at me and all that with the nonsense and all that. But I'm like, I ain't did nothing to you, Wack. Like when you came to New York, I wanted to link, you know, do business. Son ain't want to link. He ain't want to do business. I don't know. I don't know if he got nervous because he know about Brooklyn niggas and he know Brooklyn niggas. He think we all bullshit. But I was trying to get money or some get money shit. But he was not trusting to meet me in Brooklyn. So I don't know, man.
Dang.
So this nigga, I didn't even know. I
See,
didn't
I
even
don't
know
be
that
knowing all this shit about all these niggas.
that got walked down and shit like that.
Yeah, yo, son. I'm gonna send y'all the motherfucking article, son. Son went into business and put them niggas on their knees
Dang.
and laid them niggas the fuck
Pause.
down, head taps.
That's crazy.
yeah, son, like when niggas sat there, I'm like, nah, he run up in the man business, put his employee on his knees, put him on his knee, and then lay these niggas down with head taps. I'm like, oh, this
Execution
nigga's a different
style.
type of nigga. And he beat a double homicide, son.
He beat that?
He beat a double homicide on the nigga brother and the employee, my nigga. Beat that shit.
That nigga beat
Damn.
execution style? God
Yeah,
damn.
that's what I'm saying, son.
That's a badass nigga. That nigga went and head tap two niggas execution style and beat that nigga better than OJ.
That's what I'm saying, son. And that's a double homie, son. This nigga was facing life.
Shit. We might have to look this nigga up, Daylight.
Oh yeah, nah. When Gotti send the article or whatever and shit, we'll definitely run it.
Yeah, I
Cause
don't be knowing
that's
all
what
this
we
shit.
do with Mafia Material and shit like that. We run the cases
Yeah,
and all.
son,
But
late,
see,
yo.
here's the thing, Gotti, like with this shit, like we doing. See, a lot of niggas are like their only association like with the streets is that they probably grew up in an environment where it was active. They live in a zip code that's known for that activity and shit,
Yeah,
right? Where they be getting money, getting niggas smacked, you know what I mean? Some pimping, whatever. But they weren't actually involved. They weren't actually the niggas who made their neighborhood or their area like what it was. You were not a participant. Some of these niggas, and what I noticed, especially being on Clubhouse, is some of these niggas are their only association to the streets is that they were in street gangs. But
yeah.
in the streets, these niggas ain't selling no dope. These niggas wasn't jack boys. These niggas wasn't doing no pimping. Like they wasn't even scammers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And the scammer shit being occupying the streets is a new thing because that used to be a hustle reserved for females and rainbow
Yeah,
mafia
yeah, it
members.
was gay. Yeah, it was rainbow niggas that did scamming. I remember back in the days,
Niggas
there was
who
females and rainbow niggas. That was it.
niggas who couldn't stand motherfuckers who couldn't stand on a corner.
That's a fact. That's
You
a
know what
whole
I'm saying?
fact.
So my thing is like also on top of that, I know I got a working knowledge of the law. So a lot of these niggas be reading paperwork and they can't even comprehend what the fuck they just read, let alone like the majority of people who are watching this shit.
Yo, they like when I hear some of these niggas talk about paperwork, they like, sorry, we'll cut your witness. When I hear some of these dudes talking paperwork or talking about snitches or anything dealing with pertaining to the streets, you could just hear like the females, the niggas, they not street motherfuckers. Like, especially in the niggas in his room. Like, none of them niggas is street motherfuckers. I'm hearing niggas talk about, yeah, we street niggas. So I'm like, if y'all so much street niggas, then why y'all niggas allowing this nigga to manipulate shit? Like, some of the shit, it's like y'all niggas gotta have opinions and challenge the nigga on the shit. They don't even challenge the nigga. They like the nigga say, and like, homie ain't really went to jail on some real street nigga shit. He went to jail for shooting a nigga 33 times with a motherfucking pellet gun, bitch.
Yeah, I heard you say that the other night.
That ain't no. And he said it on Vlad. He said, "Yo, I went to jail for shooting my neighbor 32 times with a BB gun, my nigga." So you ain't went to jail for shooting a nigga 32 times with the slammy. You ain't run up in a nigga's spot. You basically shot the nigga 33 times with a pellet gun. That's a BB gun, nigga. So and it's a juvenile case. It's not even a motherfucking real street case. It's
Yeah,
a fucking YO.
see, this is the whole shit about it, right? This is the thing I point out to Wack. To like, I'm from New York. I'm from Staten Island and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made my bones in Brooklyn, uptown, and shit like that. So look, I lived out in Cali for almost 6 years, right, Gotti?
Mm-hmm.
I caught I caught a couple cases out of it, but I caught one, like, you know what I mean? I was fighting for a little minute and shit. So I've been in the county. I spoke to niggas from out there that done time and shit, you know what I mean? About to go and do some more time. So the whole thing with these, like, they call them CYA babies, right?
Yeah.
Is now there was a CYA spot called Nellis, right? And I think I heard Wack talk about he was in Nellis and shit. Now, given his age group, this is what you get. Because we have niggas like that in like New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Niggas who
DFY babies,
yeah,
Tryon.
niggas who went to Spofford and Rikers Island and shit like that or whatever, like juvenile ward at a certain era, they talk a certain way. And what happens is this. Some niggas, like my first conversation with Wack on Clubhouse came about because I said that this nigga was in the algorithm more than the artist that he managed.
That's a
Like
fact.
I see him in the game, I see him more than Blueface or whoever the fuck else he's supposed to be, tapped in with. Shit, he working for Cash Money. I see him in the algorithm more than Stunner.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I was in Chuck room there for the cloud chase. And I guess Stan G must have brought him in there because White don't know me. Like, you know what I mean? And I was going on Clubhouse like that. Because I was going on there just like screen recording the replays and shit like that and posting them to my YouTube.
Yeah.
Especially when all that big meat shit was going on. Because
I remember that. I remember that room. Yeah.
Because I was in Atlanta like when all of that BMF shit was going on and shit like that. From like the end of 02 to like 05.
05.
You know what I mean? So all of this shit, whatever, I kind of know. And I know the niggas Wack was speaking on that was on the No Jumper platform with Sharp and shit like that.
Yeah.
So the whole shit was I'm running this content. And then I finally just started going on the stages.